wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head, locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills for me? Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills. No thrills for me. No thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Setting all this panic in my mind. 'cause I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. Oh, oh, no thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white, and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all our flags are miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. If we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried of late losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay as long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. I think I've been thinking too much. Held myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 A's sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. I'm all good, I'm looking up, but baby, if I'm honest, you know I've been taking stock of every perfect little wheels are turning, it's just hard to turn them off. So put some sugar on my ear and tell me something sweet. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. It's been a while, we haven't talked. I had some time to think us through. I promise I'm not looking for you, but here you are in all the words I thought I'd say. Have given up, but gotten lost in one good look in your two eyes. I'm on the floor. I thought that door was shut. I guess it's all that it takes. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? Were you with both your empty arms and me with no self-control? I never stood a chance, and now I guess that it's too late. 'Cause I can barely say hello, and I know that I can hold on my peace like no hard feelings at all, and start all over again. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? I think I love you too much. I think I miss you too much. Are these feelings taking over me? I think I love you too much. I think I miss you too much. Are these feelings taking over me? 6 months over, I feel sober. I know I swore don't need just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know, when did we grow up and start to say no thrills, no thrills for me? Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head, locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills, no thrills for me? Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills, no thrills, no thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Setting all this panic in my mind. 'cause I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. Oh, oh, No thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all our flags are miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. If we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried up late losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay as long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. I think I've been thinking too much. Hurt myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 A's sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. I'm all good, I'm looking up, but baby, if I'm honest, you know I've been taking stock of every perfect little me something sweet. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me.
All right, everybody, it's unexpected victory time here on ESCA Main. I am your host and showcaster for today, Johnny Esports, ready to cast the action of two teams looking to improve their record. UV1 coming off a loss, they're sitting at a 4-3 record, and Energized Esports coming off a lot of wins. They're 6-1, they've won those 6 in a row, and one of the hottest teams here in ESCA Main. But we'll see if UV1 can play. Spoiler here, on one of their best maps here on Nuke. It'll be the first time we're watching UV1 on this map this season. And it'll be good to see if, this is still like one of the best maps. And been talking a lot about what they've been doing in Inferno. They suffered a couple losses there, but they are shoring up that map. But now we're here on Nuke. Again, feels like one of their best maps, and it'll be exciting to see how they put it up against very, very tough competition today. As I alluded to earlier, Energized Esports, I tab on over to the statistics. Yeah, they are 6-1, and they've been doing it in a bunch of close games. So while obviously the record looks dominant, it's been a lot of 16-14 games. So obviously they're squeaking out wins, but you gotta be good to squeak out those wins. Obviously, they definitely have some clutch players that come out and play right when they need to, and it's led them to a very, very good record so far here in ESA Main. To note, last season they were a 5-9 team, so they've already surpassed their record from last season, last one being their first season in Main. So definitely a marked improvement here by Energize Esports. Statistically speaking, some of their best players on the team, we'd be looking at Riz and T-Melks. They're two people with over 80 ADR and 145 frags so far in the season. T-Melks 142. The KD is best on Riz. He's only suffered 116 deaths in that time. So definitely a couple good players to watch. Meanwhile, on the UV1 side, they ain't got some slouches for themselves either. We all haven't shouted out Vampy, who last time we checked, their ADR was over 100. It's 99.97 right now. So it dropped a little bit after last game. Oh no, it's 99.97 in this division. That's extremely impressive. 83.2 for Demo, 77.42 for Naft. Not a slouch there, but last game, to note, we saw Alphite and Egglet both kind of popping off at different times and holding it down for the team despite the loss, and they're featuring over 70 ADR themselves. So again, no one kind of under 70 is just like a really impressive number, especially with one person with such a high damage share in Vampy. That the fact that no one else is under 70 still shows a lot of contribution by everyone on this team. So we'll see if they can continue that. And this has been a map that we have seen both Naft and Alphite kind of pop off at different times. I can recall tons of times where those two are able to get things done, and they just kind of hold down their sites well. And whether on the CT side or if they are approaching it on the T side, they approach this map very well as a team. As I mentioned kind of at the top of the show, this is one of their best maps, and for a long time I'm very actually interested in seeing how they do this map on main, because I think they went undefeated on this map last season in Intermediate, if I'm remembering correctly. Someone in the chat could potentially correct me if I am wrong there on that one, but either way, very, very dominant record on this map, and I alluded to there whenever I talk about it is that like I think it's like in IM it's just like not a map in a lot of teams' pools here because it's like sort of a weird map. Like it's so small. It's like it's kind of easy to rotate, but also kind of not easy to rotate. Like there's like they're close because everything's so tight in this map, but it's also not like overpass where it's just like, oh, I just go over there and I'm in on the other side of the map. Even so, there's still you have to go through some corridors, and it is actually make it kind of a difficult retake potential. Like say if the bomb's planted on B and most of your defense is on A, trying to get down vents or trying to get down there in ramp or all the way through secret. Like it's like there's some tight points there to go there on the retake on defense. So it's like not a super straightforward CT map, but and then on the T side you're sometimes rewarded very well for aggression, but if it doesn't work, it just sometimes feels like you can't get anywhere on this map because it's like, oh, well, if we can't attack A, we can't attack B. Like it's so hard to approach it from different places, and I think a lot of teams are uncomfortable on this map kind of at this level, at the very least in IM, and it'll be very cool to see if UV1 can make Energized Esports themselves uncomfortable on this map too as well. In fact, let's look at Energized Esports' map pool so far this season as I tab on over to my browser again, just out of curiosity mostly. They won their last game on Nuke. That was another 16-14. They were up against 99 Esports, but that was their one game on Nuke so far this season. They had an Ancient game. I'm not looking forward to casting Ancient one day. One day I probably will have to, but so far UV1 have either banned it out or just like we've avoided it. Yeah, I don't know. And it's not because I'm like, oh, I hate this map, I hate change, but it's just, uncomfortability because like just like teams, how often do they practice or play on Ancient? How often have I casted games on Ancient? Zero. Literally zero. I will be honest about that. So anyway, I don't have to deal with that today. Today we're on Nuke, as all 5 people have now, or all 10 people rather, 5 on both teams, have entered the server, and we are getting the knife round sides here in this one. This is one of those maps where it's like UV1 can play either side, so we're not super hung up on where they want to build. Probably want to start CT. It's sometimes just easier to get your guns warmed up when you are starting on CT, but we'll see. We'll see if it matters much here in this one, as both teams are playing pretty far back from each other. In fact, Energized Esports didn't quite meet outside like so often we see knife fights going on over there. They kind of stayed at spawn, but now they're coming at them and are starting to approach this knife fight here. And they'll get this started to see who gets to pick on what side. And yeah, I'm comfortable on UV1 on either side for sure. So doesn't really matter. They do win the knife round, and we will see what side they're to pick. In fact, 2 people have dropped from the server right now on the Energy Esports side, so I expect a pause as we try to figure out what's going on there. Yeah. This game, of course, we're like 18 minutes. You have a 2-minute delay on stream, but we are 18 minutes delayed here in this game, and they have reconnected the server and didn't call for a pause on that. So, okay, it didn't actually set the round. Whew, I was just like, weird. I'm gonna start this one over here. Javu in chat saying Team Naft. Definitely excited over that one. Hopefully we get some Naft cam action, and sometimes it's in the pistol round. Naft finds a way to shine. We'll see if that is the case here. We'll put on the NAF cam for now here for the start of this first round, but I reserve the right to look around if need be. He's the one person with some utility here in this round. He's got that flash on them, but right now looking to make a way toward their Egglet. Got into a little bit of damage here as he's taking some chip from there. Energized Esports kind of settled into lobby here as we check out Demos outside here. Able to find a long-range shot and take down Fanta. Alphite's gone down to 13 HP, but is backing off here as they're starting to make their way over towards this B site. Alphite hearing some noise, but no approach on them as of yet. Here's T-Melks, one of the noted potential very interesting players to watch on this team. But we got an early start here for UV1 as Damos hit. It's a wonderful shot outside. Vampy here is now going through Mini. And just one taps on Riz. UV1 now with a 5v3. We'll make it a quick 4v3 as we watch that one. Team Elks has met Deimos now, and we'll take down Deimos, even up these numbers, but Coastal goes down on the other side of the map, leading us to a 3v2 as Andrew's going to walk into the B site, final thing now, but Alfight will make the trade happen. That now leaves Team Elks up against 2. Alfight still on site here. Right below him, as you can see through that X-ray, Vampy coming through Squeaky now. He takes a little bit of damage, but behind him, Alfight capitalizes, and Alfight, at 13 HP for basically the majority of this map, picks up 2 nice frags, and they get a good pistol round here for unexpected victory, getting started here on the right foot. Especially huge. Like, this is a big matchup for UV1. We talked to Deimos a little bit about, hey, like what you have experience playing in main. Like, what's the real difference between like IM and main? And he's honestly said there's like kind of a big divide on teams on main, and in terms of like skill level, you're either like real good or just not there. And so sometimes you see an upper level team and you get a little bit scared. But if UV1 could play with them, we know they'll belong right here up with the best of them, and heck, if you beat them too, that would be all the more impressive. But either way, UV1 are up for this test as a trade happens, as Riz takes that one, but Vampy's able to grab another one. Here's Coastal, able to find a headshot onto Vampy, finish him off, but Naft takes out Team Elks as we watch Eglet wait in, and Andrew gets taken down. So small amount of numbers advantage here now for UV1, 3v2, as Coastal and Riz are both making their way towards Mini. Trying to get on here. Here's Alfight walking towards Mini. Sees the one, shoots him down, and fires out the second one, hitting them both through the vents. Nice shooting. Alfight, 2K in the pistol round, 2K in the round right after. Alfight buying the M4 here in this round, working out for them. Definitely 2-0 start now for unexpected victory. Jav, we were excited about the NAF cam from last round. I did it for a little while, but the frags went a different way, so I had to see what was going on. Lex, very much thanks for the subscription there in the channel here. 2 months now. Using their Prime. All of that does support the boys on UV1, so everyone definitely appreciates that. Team Elks, meanwhile, outside on top of Silo here, does see Vampy and hits a very nice shot with the P250. That's huge. Vampy down now for UV1. Still a couple M4s on them. Deimos and Alfight supporting those, but a couple FAMASas too as well, as we watch Eglet with that very gun. But that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Andreas Esports, and his little early pick here gives them the numbers advantage. Now they're deciding where to go, but they might meet up with Alfight here at ramp. As they are set to move here, a dry peek comes out, and Alfight takes down the one, so they're going to even out the numbers. Alfight's going to throw down a molly to try to slow them down. Deimos comes in and picks one off. They're still coming at Deimos here. He's going to spray, but only do a little bit of damage. Oh, actually, Coastal goes down from Team Elks. So Deimos doing enough of damage to him to make their own teammate TK here. But they get the bomb plant going on here now on the A site as Eglet has entered the site. Takes down the bomb planter, turns to his left, and then takes down Team Elks. Great play by Eglet to enter the site and pick off 2. UV1 will go up 3-0 here on Nuke. And again, UV1's master here of Nuke is shining through, at least so far in these earlier rounds. But Andreas Esports, of course, that was another eco after losing the pistol. So now they'll finally rifle up here, get their first rifle round. They'll get an op onto Team Elks. Imagine we'll want to establish some control outside as UV1 starts to buy up some M4s. Naf sticking with that FAMAS for now. Not wanting or needing to commit too much money in here, but it's got full utility. Here's Vampy outside, throwing down a nade. Trying to sneak their way through. Team Elks taking ton from that molly. As Naft is trying to slow down anyone potentially coming for the Suki. Here's Riz. Vampy in that aggressive spot is able to find a 1-for-1. Leaves us back on the 4v4. Jeffrey with the cat of flag spam, and I'm not Canadian. That's alright, my dude. Fanta is going to see Naft come out, take him down. Fanta then flashes for himself. Eglet not ready for that. Great play by Fanta. As T-Max grabs his AK now. They're in a 4v2. Demos here on B by himself is going to slow them down. They throw it the flash, but Demos looks away in style, but eventually gets taken down by Andrew as they start to make their way on the site, though. Alfight comes in through hut and takes down one. Andrew's going to fight him off, though, and take him down. Ooh, 9 HP left on Andrew. 23, I think I saw on T-Melks there, so it was a close one, but UV1 still up 3-1 after Energized Esports take their first rifle round. UV1 now might be thinking about saving up here. We'll get that M4 on Naft on Alfight, though, actually. Deagle's on the rest. So the quasi-buy coming through. We'll see if that works out for UV1. They've been kind of more willing to kind of gamble on that so far this season. Don't know if that's a trend or just maybe... it kind of just feels like it's this game in the last. So often they don't do hero rifle situations, or they just go... Vampy jump peeks initially, comes back in there, then finds the one deek. They're starting to come up behind him, but Nash has come here to help. He takes down 2. Eventually Vampy goes down, but Alfight also finished another one, I believe, roaming around outside, so... Able to take that one, though, but Andrew's able to find another pick here, but Naf finishes off the last frag as UV1 will go up 4-1 in rounds. Alright, it's all good. You can still cheer for Canada. It's like when I watch football, like European football. I definitely... Canada's not there. Except for in women's, to be fair, but in men's, like in the World Cup and stuff there, I choose a country. Sometimes it's Spain. Sometimes it's Ghana. I don't know. You just choose a random country. Don't have to be from there. You can cheer for a country. It's all good. Now we're getting the quality buy this time by Energized Esports. They have 3 AKs, but only a couple upgraded pistols. Here, Demos finds a 1-for-1 outside. Vampy looking to trade on more of them. Gets it behind them. They're trying to go through mini, but Vampy's going to spray down 3. Eventually, Andrew takes him down, but Andrew now has to take down 3 more. Will not be able to do so as Naft finishes off that last frag. 5-1 lead here for unexpected victory, and they're cleaning up well here. See if Energized Esports goes for the save round here. It does look like this time they're going to grab the Deagles, but great start here so far for unexpected victory. Yeah, we are getting just upgraded. Deagles here for Energized Esports. UV1's got a bunch of M4s. Naft on that AK. Here's Andrew trying to play a lobby here, shooting towards Squeaky there. Finds a shot on Naft, who was just walking by. Unlucky for Naft there on the timing on that one. But, you know, scary place to run through. Just bullets flying. I've had the AK. I wonder if anyone will try to go grab that later. As we watch T-Melks here, trying to see if Vampy does with the play they did last round, coming in from behind, going through secret. You can see Energized Esports right now trying to put in a concerted effort to try to punish some sort of aggression that maybe UV1 put, but like the chess match goes through as UV1 play it relatively back. Here's a molly, gonna split up Energized Esports' initial push into ramp. Give enough time for Damos to rotate on over and find one of those frags. Just put us back on a 4v4. Meanwhile, Vampy's grabbed that AK. They also push down that M4 into the vents, trying to make it difficult for anyone to find, so that hopefully Energized Esports doesn't get that one. T-Melks, meanwhile, made their way over to Squeaky as Vampy is sitting in those vents. Vampy looks. There's 2 right there. Sees a gun. Fires at 1. Takes down a second. Takes down a third. Great shooting by Vampy. And bold play to walk right into that situation. It's going to leave Riz here now in a 1v4 with just this Deagle. He's going to be able to pick up the bomb here. Tries to walk straight at it, but Vampy just patient there and waiting. UV1 now up 6-1 after a successful anti-eco. Energized Esports here now have to get themselves back in this game. They're going to try to do that with an op on T-Melks. Meanwhile, do score check here with those 3 frags from that last round. 4, actually, in total with that last one. Vampy now up to 11, leading the server. 8 on Andrew for Energized Esports. I mean, you guys had the CFL. True. Canadian football's dope. And we don't have taunting penalties. Here's Riz. Maybe we'll meet Vampy here outside. Does. Vampy wins out that one, but eventually T-Max is able to take them down. As Auto Director is obsessed with watching this dead body, so we're going to turn in to see what T-Max is up to as they are walking back here with that op. Here we go. Coastal is going to find a trade as Alpha took down their teammate Fanta, but Coastal takes down Bambi. Or, excuse me, Alpha. Here's Naft. Just kidding. Tuning to T-Malx again in lobby here. As Andrew's still outside. Gotta go grab the bomb. Go back and grab the bomb, rather, with 40 seconds left to go here on the round. It's a 3v3, but Coastal and Melks are down to about 20 HP each. Will be taken down by a Stiff Breeze if things go poorly for them. Coastal's all the way in ramp, trying to decide where to go with 27 seconds left. Where are they headed? Damo's trying to figure that one out. They're officially going down towards the B site. They've gotten all three on site here. Maybe UV1 are conceding the initial plant. Nap trying to shoot through the door. Not quite able to stop him. Does do significant damage onto Andrew. So all three of them are lit up. Egglet is going to take him down one. Melks with the op, though, will find a great shot onto Egglet. So it's a 2v2 here, and that op is real dangerous on this retake. Andrew firing over at Damos. Takes him down to 3 HP. Here's a great nade by Naft. He's going to take him down. Beautiful nade by Naft. They'll improve to 8-3 on the match so far. 7-1 will be the score for Unexpected Victory. Nice little retake here by UV1. I've watched football since I was younger, says Javu. Like baseball way more. Fair enough. I sometimes watch baseball. Not all of them. When the Blue Jays were going on an impressive run a few years back, that was really exciting. They have a good team this year. I tend to be a playoff watcher of baseball. I don't watch much for the regular season. There's too many games. Too much esports and then regular sports. Too much to keep up with. Javu's so used to playing short matches, I thought it was going to die. It's funny. Taunting literally a part of the game. Yeah, well, you get penalties for it. You get penalties for staring at the opponent's bench in the NFL, apparently. The NFL product, honestly. Sometimes go to like it less and less every year. Anyway, let's go to the Counter-Strike product that I like so much, and that's UV1 here. That's Vampy, who finds a trade there, taking out Team Melks, but Fanta finishes off Vampy, so they're going to continue walking through these vents. Maybe come back up towards the A site. Nap, though, will stop that. They're down to 19 HP, but two people are down to 0 as Riz and Andrew are now forced to try to figure out which way to go. And they're going to try to go towards A, but Egglet is right there to take down the bomb carrier. It's only Andrew left. Tries to come out here, sees Egglet at least, but Egglet is able to get the better of him. 2 big frags by Naf, 2 big frags by Egglet. Vampy contributed that one in the aggressive play. 8-1 lead here for UV1. Oh, Naf's from Winnipeg. Are doxing me and Naft. Hopefully not, really, but cool. I think I mentioned on stream that I'm from Winnipeg, so I don't think it's hard to figure out. If you follow me at Johnny Esports, I post about being in Winnipeg sometimes. We're in the middle of a snowstorm. Ugh. But yeah, 11-1 record for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers so far in the CFL. It's good to see. Very excited about how they're doing. Very excited for the playoffs there. Haven't been to a Bomber game of the season. Yeah, you're just personally not comfortable going out to live events quite yet. As this round gets back on it. Coastal under Deagle. Ooh, Happy with the quick reaction to take down Team Elks. Team Elks had a Galil, so does Riz. They do have a couple AKs on Fanta and Andrew. Here's nade from Coastal. Does 7 damage to Naft. Nice half so far, says Ownerman. I definitely agree. Vampy having a nice half, that's for sure. 2 frags so far in this round. The molly off anyone else coming towards Secret, and Energized Esports go, nope, we're getting out of there. They're making their way towards lobby now. And are looking to try to salvage something from this half. 8-1 lead here for Unexpected Victory. They got themselves a good start here. Fanta now. Firing through Squeaky. Damos gonna throw down a smoke. Meanwhile, Alfight watching ramp. 49 seconds left to go as Andrew drops the bomb. Thinks about heading towards through this hut. Egglet just around that corner. 40 seconds now. What's the decision? As Naft has gotten outside and potentially in behind Energized Esports. He's there continue to sneak. Fanta has gone down to 60 HP. Being able to fight with Alfight. Andrew trades. Riz then takes out Demos. Still got to deal with 3 more. As Naft is going to get down these vents, try to get towards the B site where Energized Esports are heading. Andrew takes down 1 more. They've evened up the numbers here. Naft's going to use a nade on this door and then walk up, finish that one. Egglet takes down Andrew. Then UV1 will go up 9-1. Energized Esports look like they might steal that round, but UV1 denies it. You know, UV1 are going to want to come out with a big lead here. As Damos is going to pick up the op in this round. Alphite's got a ton of cash. We'll buy up a nice rifle too. Gonna force Energized Esports into another eco into round 11 when they're already down 9-1. There's Esports gonna need a good eco for themselves. Frags, picks aren't good enough. They're gonna want to get a win. Again, UV1 trying to end a big winning streak here for Energized Esports. They've won 6 in a row here for their 6-1 record. Riz is just beyond the smoke here from Vampy. Curious to see how that turns out. As the smoke dissipates, Riz is finding around the corner. Team Elks, though, finds the frag on Vampy. Still not the first time I think I can see a beginning pick for Energized Esports, but Egglet has added to that back as Egglet takes down 2. Egglet now has 3 frags. Here's Damos on top of Heaven. Got this op. The last one goes down through the vents. They're going to head towards that B side. Ooh, Damos, very awkward nade. Egglet with the 3K. Here's your reward for 3K. Hit you with our team grenade. Egglet, though, looking to grab a 4th here. Coastal trying to take him down. Coastal backs up right into Damos' rifle. And they'll get the defuse off. So, despite the nade mishap, no harm, no foul. UV1 will take another quick round here. 10-1. As Energized Esports have not had an answer to the defense of Unexpected Victory. And I was alluding to, this is a map that if you can't attack it on the T side, if it's held down as well as UV1 and Hellgate, it feels impossible. It really does. You gotta get real creative on this map sometimes if a team is as good at defending it as UV1 is. But like I said, sometimes the trade-off is it's sometimes hard to rotate towards other sites if you do get those early picks, and Energized Esports have not been able to do that. I'm just trying to allude to a last round where I was talking about, I don't recall last time Energized Esports got the first pick. It's always been at least a 1-for-1. As we watch Damos get the first pick in this round. Op outside. Vampy looking to make a play. They've moffed through Secret, and they take down the offer. Look towards Silo, trying to get another one, but Andrew will take him out. Fanta turns around, takes down Damos. So we're back to a 3v3. As Riz with the bomb moves through Secret, is making their way down, maybe towards his B site. Or might double back. Naf, meanwhile, in lobby. 2 members of UV1 in lobby. As Fanta waiting to see someone to peek out here. Naf almost ducks below, but Fanta able to adjust their aim enough. And then find another great shot onto Egglet. So 3K for Fanta on this round. Gonna put Alfight now into a 1v3. And with only 3 rounds to get, you could probably afford to go for this. But Riz is going to be able to shut them down. Energized Esports only win their 2nd round of this half. But with 2 more rounds to go, 3 more rounds to go in this half, the Energized Esports can scrape together a few more here. They'll feel confident. Unexpected Victory, though, are definitely going to look to shut that one down. But if Energize Esports take off this one, if Energize Esports win like 2, they might set themselves up nicely for round number 15 too as well. But we get a double op set up as Alfight is going to find the first shot and take down Fanta. Another early pick going in favor of UV1. As we tune to Egglet here on the A side. Everyone outside right now for Energize Esports. Vampy through Secret once again. There's a couple of them that move through. They're on the right of Vampy. Vampy, though, playing a little carefully, just peeking around, make sure no one sees them. Molly comes through, forcing him forward. Andrew will take him down, but Naft also took down Coastal. But then suddenly, Deimos and Egglet team up for a couple more frags. Team Elk's going to hit one more, but Deimos finishes off the last. So the possibility of Energized Esports taking a couple in a row would spell good fortune for them, but UV1 clean up again, 11-2 lead here. This unexpected victory looking to make it a clean night here on Remembrance Day. Probably Canadians. Hope you had some time to reflect on those who served this country. And then are tuning into some nice Counter-Strike action here. As Vampy has played well. Alpha and Deimos hitting both their shots. Deimos eventually taken down. Alpha also taken down, so that leads us to a 3v3. Both Oppers down for unexpected victory. They tried to put both of them in ramp. And at first it looked like it was potentially working out, but they eventually got overwhelmed. Vampy tries to just open the door and open up with the rifle, but gets taken down. This Molly's going to force Naft into an awkward position. Riz is going after them. They just walk up into the flames and take him down. So now it's Egglet 1v3. They'll have enough money in the next map, so Egglet can potentially just go for this. Trying to find the shot on Coastal. Eventually, I thought it was going to make it in the end, but in the end, Coastal actually gets that one. 2 frags for them, 2 for Andrew, 1 more for Riz. It's only, again, the 3rd round win for Energized Esports. UV1 still up 11-3. And you know what? I said they could afford to lose that rifle, but it's actually kind of a little bit of an awkward buy, so maybe they should have elected to save it. But Deimos will be on a deagle on the last round of the half, so Energized Esports might have salvaged 4 rounds here. But how backbreaking would this be if UV1 can take this one now? They do got a couple M4s. And a couple FAMASs. But isn't awful as they're starting to make their way towards Secret. Vampy not there this time, who of course has been causing a world of trouble for Energized Esports from that position. But now Energized are starting to get through. And I feel like a few times they wanted to get the Secret. And either Deimos from outside or Vampy was just there to answer, so it made it difficult for them. Here's the flashes. They're trying to fight with Deimos in tunnels. Smoke is going to come down immediately. Gets rid of that Molly. Andrew still waiting back to see if anyone comes in for the flank. Vampy looks like they pick up the frag, though. Naft is going to walk up and take down the bomb carrier. It's going to go back up the ramp. Fanta is right there for him. Fanta takes him down. But Fanta's down to 7 HP. Team Melk's the only other teammate for them left. Vampy walks up. Takes down one. Can't find the other. Team Melks and Fanta down to 19 HP altogether between the two. Deimos can answer this with their deagle. Turns, what reactions! What a flick from Deimos! Now Team Melks looking to make some magic happen. Finds Alfight. Has the bomb, could at least get this plant off. Can they defend it against Egglet and Deimos, who are starting to approach the site together? Team Elk just above them. Team Elk sees the smoke. They begin to defuse. Deimos able to finish them off here. Huge start for unexpected victory as they go up 12-3 and head towards the T side. Incredibly solid half for unexpected victory. Remember, coming into this one, the storyline is Energized Esports on a gigantic winning streak. 6 wins so far on the season. Only 1 loss. UV1 coming off a loss in this one. A tough one. I always say they probably felt like they should have had, but really, really, one I think they probably felt like has slipped away. But unexpected victory here on this one are up 12-3, and if this goes away, this would definitely feel like one that slipped away. But this seems to be in solid control for unexpected victory. Let's see if they can get to a good start though, because sometimes you see on the CT side, well, if UV1 could 12-3 someone, just means it's plausible on the other side for it to happen. Energize Esports, their attack just not working out at any point. Some aggression from UV1 led to always early picks for UV1, or at worst a trade. And now, often you're okay with a trade on the T side, but I think it threw off the tempo of Energize Esports attack just enough that they never got into a groove. And since they, maybe on the rounds they won, they were able to get that early pick and then win those. But it's just like, obviously it was so few and far between as we look at the 12-3 score that UV1 are enjoying right now. And it was great. Vampy coming from behind them, it just made it so hard. Again, this is a map that if you don't have a good enough plan on the T side, it feels impossible. Now UV1 will themselves have to be the ones with the plan on the T side. See if Energize Esports has a similar plan, whether they're aggressive or whether they play back. Who knows? We'll wait and see for that one as we're waiting for that second half to start. But it's definitely a 12-3 lead. It's always those like, hey, one at a time things. No, that's super, super, super cliche. Even calling something cliche is pretty cliche these days. But Energize Esports, no, hey, let's just think about this pistol round. They take this pistol round. That probably gives them a couple rounds in a row, at least one more. And then you kind of have to win one round after that. And that puts the pressure on UV1. So let's get this one started and see if Energize Esports got what it takes, or if Unexpected Victory are going to shut the door. They move on to this T side now and try to do what Energize Esports couldn't. And that's take down 4 rounds to win the game. Here's Fanta outside, finding shots. The USP with a little bit of advantage from this distance. But UV1 able to shoot it out there a little bit on that one. Team Melks behind the silos here on the A site. Here's Dave will take down one, tries to turn and take him out. Naf will find Riz, but Andrew and Melks team up for a couple frags. Vampy gets taken down 2 here by Andrew. But there's Team Melks going down as a couple of them move through Hut. Andrew trying to get this one going, has to reload their pistol. 4K for Andrew on the pistol, and when they said they had to take this one down, Andrew said, I'm going to do this myself. They now tie the lead on the server at frags at 18, and that's got to be something real impressive when your team has only won 4 rounds. So Andrew's been getting the work done, that's for sure. And now, exactly what the doctor ordered for Energize Esports. They'll get the SMGs and a scout, and 1 M4 and Andrew with the 4 frags. Could definitely afford that. Deagles now for UV1. Coastal and Mini swings around, takes down Deimos. Looking to find another one here, and will find Aglet. The MP9 just huge advantage over the Deagle in that spot. Unless you could one-tap with the Deagle, but not able to get that. There was Vampy's. Fanta takes them out. They got anywhere they want to go there as Naft gets finished off. So Al Fight has to try to defend, and it's a clean round for Energize Esports. They get a huge bonus coming up to this next one. UV1, do you buy up right away or do you save? The call is buy up right away. They're getting themselves AKs. And Energize Esports got to be thinking, okay, we still have these SMGs. If we can take down one more round here, we're so set up so well to take down a couple. Vampy making noise at Squeaky. Riz holding down ramps, gonna throw out a nade. Naf's been taking down 53 HP already. Alpha takes a little bit of chip. Vampy taking some damage now, goes down to Coastal. The one on top of Hut did most of the damage there too. Alpha taking a tag there, going down to 57 HP. Team Melks with a scout. Looking over Fanta on top of Hut here. Deimos outside with this AK. He's gonna get through garage. Sees one. Finds Team Melks. Coastal though. Continuing a good round for them. Got 2K right now. Egglet is on site on A. Andrew there as well. Alfight coming through hut. Gets taken down by Fanta on top of them. Andrew then finds Egglet, leaving Deimos with this AK, likely wanting to save it. But with 40 seconds left to go, see if Deimos makes a hero play. They do have the bomb. Fanta firing through hut, ends up getting punished for it, but Andrew comes by and finishes off Deimos. Big round for Energized Esports. Maybe wins them a couple in a row. UV1 still doubling up on the score, 12-6. After a good start for Energized Esports, they've won 3 now. UV1 forced up after the second round. Excuse me, after the third round. So that's going to force them into Deagles here. Maybe put them on another save. Andrew gets this round started taking on Alfight. Deimos wanting to find the 1 Deag, but Coastal cleans it up. Fanta and Coastal team up for a couple frags outside again. Only Egglet left. No picks for UV1 unless Egglet can pull this one off here, but gets a nade thrown at him. Riz will get the win with that nade. Clean anti-ego for Energized Esports. They're within 5 now. Unexpected victory. Going to be able to buy up some AKs here. Riz happy on that MP9. Just hasn't failed him yet. We got the op on Team Malks. Rifles on everyone else for Energized Esports. We got full AKs for Unexpected Victory. As Egglet flashes outside and tries to establish some control over on this side of the map. Coastal, the one behind there. Coastal finds a great shot into Naft as we continue to watch Egglet try to avenge their teammate. But now the early picks going in favor of Energized Esports this time around. And this is such a tough map to play on the T side sometimes, and both teams are showing it. Egglet, though, finds Coastal. It's 1:10 left to go. They've tied this numbers up 4v4, but will Vampy dry peek the Opper? They do. Team Malks takes him down. Deimos continuing through garage. Team Malks still down in tunnels with this op. Fanta finds Egglet and Mini, takes him out. Andrew taking down to 8 HP on Rafters on the A site. 2v4 in favor of Energized Esports here as Deimos finds the target in heaven. Want to hear some footsteps, opens the door and surprises Alfight, taking down the bomb carrier. Only Deimos once again. We can't make a hero play as Riz is going to finish it off with that MP9 they still had for forever. They'll take an AK now, though. As Energized Esports suddenly find them within 4. And what I said earlier about just taking in a couple rounds, taking down the early ones, you win the pistol, it affords you a few rounds in a row. Then if you can kind of win the important rounds after that, this is one of them. You can just string together multiple wins in a row fairly easily on this map. So count this as a key round if UV1 can take it. They do a lot on their way to shutting down the door for Energized Esports. But UV1 loses this one. Look at the money spent. Could be tough for the next round. They'll of course be on max loss bonus. To see if that's enough, but we'll try to determine if they even need it as risen down in tunnels as UV1 have made their way through secret. Alfight in the lobby, meanwhile. Trying to make some noise on the A site. Alfight still here. Peeks around the corner to take down Andrew. Great frag for UV1. Nade's gonna hit. Do a decent amount of damage. Mostly onto Naft. Alfight still causing some trouble. So Alfight walks out from that flash. Here's that execute towards the B site now for UV1. Naft opens up the door. Coastal still trying to deal with Alfight. Gonna do some decent chip damage here. Riz looks away from the flash and then spray transfers over to grab another one. Alpha goes down too as well. T-Malk's also able to grab a couple on the ops. Gonna end this round in a flurry. Energized Esports now within 3 to tie UV1. And we are going to get some Deagles in for unexpected victory. Don't swing your knife. Nap down to 70 HP. T-Malks makes quick work on ramp as they take down Alphyte. Coastal playing outside, sees Naft and takes them down. No missing coming out today for Energized Esports since they've hit the CT side. Looking to be within 2, assuming they clean up the rest of this round. T-Malk still watching from ramp with this op. Coastal outside, finds a shot on Egglet. Only Vampy and Damos left for unexpected victory. And they want to try to find some sort of picks, but they just can't. Vampy now. Last one standing. Gets taken down. Another clean anti-ego from Energized Esports. They're at double digits as they've won every single round of the second half. 12-10. The current score. UV1 still up, but that lead feels fragile at this point. UV1 will get another rifle round to try to stave off this late charge for Energized Esports. But will it be enough? Riz holding down ramp this time. Fanta still trying to play with Squeaky. Vampy right behind that door. Naft has made their way towards lobby. Eglet's gonna throw down a molly down those vents. Give them access here. Vampy's gonna molly off that corner. You're gonna meet a molly of themselves from Coastal. Here's Alphyte. One is in hut. Alphyte just a little quicker than Fanta. Vampy also able to take down Coastal as they begin to execute onto this A site. Egglet with another great shot. Can hit Riz up in heaven. T-Malk still up there with that AK. Egglet will take him down. Clean onto site for UV1. All 5 of them still alive. Andrew now trying to see if they can finish off somebody. Do take down Alphyte. As the bomb is now planted, and Andrew looking to improve on their 23 frags they have so far. Walking outside. Just looking for exit frags. Or maybe a hero play. Vampy just beyond. And Vampy says, no, we'll take our first round of the half. 13-10 lead now for UV1. We continue to watch if that starts a trend of some wins for UV1 or if it's a blip on the radar. Andrew right now leading the server with their 23 frags. Vampy right behind them earned their 20th in that round. Andrew's been doing work again. 20 of those frags, so many of them in the first half still. Naf just walking through the flames and takes down 1, takes down 2. Eventually Coastal finishes them off, but great play by Naf as Coastal now through that smoke takes a ton of damage. Hits onto the A site, working out for UV1 now. Nade's coming through. Damos throwing down another smoke towards Mini. But 20 seconds left on this bomb as UV1 are looking to take 2 in a row. Set themselves up nicely. Riz is able to find Vampy from behind. That'll be a solid round win for UV1. They're up 14-10. Just need 2 more. Here's a quick pause. This Energized Esports will have to make a decision. They have plenty of cash. Basically, at this point, it's like no matter what, Energized Esports will have enough money to force up. if the situation calls for it, but UV1 don't even want to get that situation. They just want to win 2 rounds in a row. UV1 now, you have to buy some cash here. Buy some cash, spend some cash. Have looked good for a couple rounds. The A site hits working out for them. Good to see a potential adjustment from UV1. We've gone from trying to play outside to maybe try to do more in lobby. See if they can carry themselves into a victory as Coastal looking up catwalk. Coastal's been playing so well as of late. Just peeking back and forth here. No aggression yet by UV1. In the early parts of this round, it's Deimos, though, with Aglet, are inching their way towards ramp. Riz on the other side of that wall. Now it's going to throw down a molly on top of the hut. Gives Vampy access to walk in through mini, take down 1. Alpha will sort of find another kill, but Riz is defending well, takes down 2. Eventually, Deimos will take him out, but now we're in a 3v2 in favor of Unexpected Victory. Vampy down to 25 HP. Andrew makes the play to take down Vampy and finish it off, so we're now at a pure 2v2. T-Melks with this op is going to make it feel unfair, though. Deimos has to clutch this one out, but T-Melks gets it done with the op again. They end 2-0 run from UV1. Energized Esports still behind 11-14. But they set themselves up nicely. UV1 still with enough cash to afford in this round. Huge. Let's go 2 more, says Ownerman. T-Melk starting off again with that off, takes down 1. Deimos trying to find Andrew up top, but not able to do so. Alphite was able to find 1 frag. It's called 2, but eventually gets taken down. Now it's only Aglet. Aglet trying to clutch. Has to do against 3, will not be able to do so as Riz finishes off their 2k on the round. Accidentally yeets themselves. But Energized Esports suddenly within 2. UV1 have 1 more buy in them if they don't win this round. Chalk this up as another important round. And no, UV1 actually gonna not fully buy up for everyone. Deimos basically on the hero rifle with that SG. Alphite has themselves a scout. Deimos doing a little bit of work there as they chip away at Coastal's HP bar. Fanta looking to get things done. Alphite with the scout. Coastal still outside. Well, at least watching outside from heaven. T-Melk's doing great work on the op in this game. They see one, the one on catwalk. They retreat. T-Melk still holding down ramp. 50 seconds left to go on the round. Alphite still watching towards Secret. Vampy, nice shot onto Coastal. They get onto the site now, but Fanta's gonna shut down a couple of them. Zeke takes down 3. Still has to deal with Aglet, who comes around and finishes them off with the Deagle. 2v2 now, but T-Melks is coming back with this op. Nafto finds another pick onto Riz, so it's up to T-Melks to try to clutch this out. Moves through Squeaky, misses the initial shot. T-Melks trying to retake with an op. Gonna walk through the smoke. Aglet gets in front of their face, takes him down. Will now force match point. 15-12 for UV1. 1 more to win the match. Excellent round there for Unexpected Victories. They're able to secure that one. T-Melks is going to buy another op in this round. T-Melks Takes a shot. This is that one. Did see Deimos on silo, but Deimos will back off. Probably the right call. Don't want to challenge an upper that's been firing as hot as Team Elks has been all game. Team Elks. They're in locker room. Still trying to shut down any sort of outside movement, but UV1 gets committed in a direction. Here's Naft. Team Elks make their way back inside, find Deimos. Alpha and Vampy are taking a couple more, but Team Elks is still hot. Andrew also taking down Vampy. Leaves Naft versus 3. Naft into Hut. We'll see Andrew first. Andrew will win that fight. 3 frags for Team Elks, 2 for Andrew. And we're still playing Counter-Strike. Folks, as the team of Andrew and Team Elks have been on fire as of late, continue to make it difficult for Unexpected Victory to close out this game. Energize Esports still within 2. Hero Rifle with Naft on the AK. Potential for overtime coming up as Team Elks and Coastal take down 2 quickly. Naft wanted to do some damage, but maybe wants to not sacrifice this AK for the last round of the regular portion of the game. Yet if Energize Esports are able to take 2 in a row, they'll force overtime. Coastal and Riz take down Vampy to Egglet. So that will leave us with just Naft, who's looking to try to save this AK. Do they go for it? They're starting to walk towards Mini Fanta, though. We'll shut that down. So UV1 will still have a good buy there. That last AK not too punishing. Unexpected Victory. Close up the game with a win here, or Energize Esports force the overtime. This will be one of those overtimes that's going to feel like whoever breaks serve will win it. But we'll see if we even need it. Alpha walking quickly through lobby. Let's get a flash. Make their way towards the ramp. Andrew, meanwhile, on the back of the A site. Same with Team Elks on top of those rafters. Covering as much as they can from heaven. And swing back outside. Flash comes through. Fanta sees the one in mini. That is Vampy. Hits him with at least 1. Vampy takes 10 damage. Alpha, meanwhile, continuing to walk towards ramp. We'll get a flash and get access through this hall. As Andrew smokes off Hut. Full minute to go. Unexpected Victory have flown all the way back to their spawn. They're looking to make a play through outside as Naft leads the charge that way. Team Elks fires through the smoke. Trying to stop anything going through there, but UV1 are able to get their way through secret. Alpha still looking to cause some noise over on this A site. Fanta flashes for themselves. Vampy gets down, finds the initial pick of the round. Team Elks is just above him. Alpha will also take down 1. Andrew, though, taking down Deimos. 3v2. Andrew taking down another. Andrew going crazy. We're now down to a 1v1. Naft versus Team Elks. Team Elks just belong beyond here. Who's quicker? It is Team Elks. Will force the overtime. Team Elks been absolutely mad in this second half. 12-3 lead for Unexpected Victory after half number 1, but Energize Esports answer with the same score in the second half. We're into overtime. As Unexpected Victory will have to see if they got the mental fortitude to stick in there with this one. Obviously, giving that big of a lead always feels awful. But you know how strong you are on CT side. It seems like both sides of this coin is favored towards the CT side. Unexpected victory. So dominant on that side, but Energized Esports, same thing. It's going to come down to who can break serve, win a T-side round, could potentially win you the whole overtime. Because it does feel like we will potentially go into multiple overtimes here if they just trade winning on CT side over and over again. Ooh. I always wish I could check the scores right now, but I can't. So we can tab over and refresh the map page. Maybe it'll at least give me some update on scores. At least before last round. As I go to tab towards that. It was a server lead for Andrew, 26 frags. Can't remember if they got any in that last round. Supporting themselves a 97.93 ADR, 98.14 for Team Melks. Vampy up in that average, back over 100 probably with this game, 107.62. Naft second on UV1 with 78. Deimos with 75. Getting above 70 marks, always thought like, you know, pretty solid. So you have 3 people up above that on UV1, 2 up above that on Energized Esports. Now as we wait for this overtime, it definitely just comes down to who has the mental fortitude to get in this one right now. You're on Energized Esports, of course, you're feeling ecstatic. It did come down to a 1v1 though. And a very impressive shot from Team Elks, who just has been a man possessed on the op. Quick update to those numbers, by the way. Andrew actually bombs your way to over 180 yard at 100.67 as the stats for that last round come through to me. Either way, very good round for them, obviously, and of course for Team Elks. Feels like probably a lot of that damage numbers for Team Elks came in that second half. Ops have a way of doing that, but UV1 will start this OT on the T side again. Race to 4, folks. Let's see who gets there first. Matthew finds one of them outside, but Andrew trades. So we're into a 4v4. As the aggressive play from Energized Esports. They didn't do a lot of that, really, on the CT side. Just coming straight up to outside like that. Maybe surprised the Vampy enough to at least only do a trade, but Fanta picks up another frag in this round. Andrew sees Alphite come through and takes him down, but Alphite at least he'll pick up one more. Egglet then gets on site and takes down 2. We'll get this bomb plant off. Riz will get in here, and I said this is huge. I said it might come down to whoever can take the first T-side round win, and UV1 are looking to get it done early. But can Riz flush this out? No, Deimos shuts him down. Unexpected victory, now up 1-0 in the OT. And it feels gigantic to get it done on the T side just like that. Can they do it again? Again, with tennis more metaphor, it feels like breaking serve when you could win a T-side round. And this timeout maybe by Energized right off the hop. Unsure of that, but either way, UV1 gotta feel good about that one. It eases some pressure too. Like, say you went 0-3 on this side, you go, okay, now you have to go 3-0 on the CT side, even if it is a likely thing to do. Still scary. When economy doesn't end up playing as much of a factor in these OT rounds, it's scary to go, well, they're just gonna have full guns and utility every single round. It's not like normal game where you string together rounds against ecos. So UV1 able to pick off the first one. Again, feels gigantic. Let's see if they can do it again as timeout is over. Or we get into the second round of OT. It's a quick first one. Aggression early from Energized Esports got answered by a trade. And UV1 finished off the rest of the round. Vampy looking to see who's outside, takes down an Opper, but T-Melks is the other Opper. We'll get another 1-for-1, just like last round. T-Melks watching over the A site. Jumps down. Coastal's gone in, eventually in behind them. Deimos finds him, but Coastal wins the firefight. Riz also took down Alfight. That leaves Egglet and Naft against 4 as Egglet starts to make their way towards ramp. Riz defending that side of the map. Egglet with the bomb, sees one. Fires at the one towards Mini, gonna molly them off. Now do they continue to go forward from here? Coastal up in heaven. Naft goes up dry, takes him down. Has one more flash. Eventually T-Melks hits the op shot to take down Naft, and now it's Egglet versus 2. Egglet's gonna go down ramp and not deal with T-Melks' op, at least not for now. As they'll get this plant off. Can they get themselves off to a good position post-plant? Finds Riz, takes him down. T-Melks is right there. Egglet, oh, couldn't quite do it. As T-Melks clutches again. 1-all in overtime. One more T-side round here for an unexpected victory. Can they give themselves some cushion? Wildfight gets one more frag. All 5 members of UV1 will be over 20. Andrew's the one with the 30 bomb on this map for Energized Esports. T-Melks outside with that op. Getting it done, but here's Naft getting it done! Finding one through the smoke. T-Melks still outside. Sees that gap in the smoke. And takes down Vampy for walking through it. 4v4 once again. Deimos back to get the bomb. Naft in a great spot. Once the smoke clears, Andrew could be in trouble. No, Andrew's looking to the other side of hut. They're now moving on towards the A site. Fanta, though, takes him down. That corner not checked. Deimos gets taken out too. Andrew finishing off a couple more. And Energized Esports take down 2 on the CT side of this overtime. But now, can UV1 go 3-0 for the win as they switch sides? 2-1 will, of course, force just another overtime. 3-0 will win it. This will be the first lead so far for Energized Esports in this map, by the way. So they're up 17-16. It's one of those, like, you know, the scores is, oh, they have advantage going in the second half, but it doesn't feel that way. As both these teams have played so well on the CT side. That one round where the second round of OT felt like UV1 could have got that done. Egglet just not quite able to finish off the last target. Either way, Energized Esports checked off a couple boxes, but they know they're a little bit worried about the fact that they lost serve on 1. And UV1 have a round to give if we just keep playing overtime, or again, 3 in a row will secure it. I hate how long there is between halves in OT, because it's just like, just go, server. Guess it gives it a little bit more time to talk about the action that happened, but, you know, I said my piece, and now I'm just excited and ready to see what happens in the rest of this one. And if you are just tuning in by chance, hell, you've missed so far a banger, but at least you've tuned into the best part, overtime. Unexpected victory went up 12-3 after the first half, but Energized Esports adds with the same half. CT side seems to be the answer for both of these teams. Have been better at defending than they have been at attacking. As UV1 are looking to get back into the now, and it always feels kind of tough to be like, hey, we haven't played a CT side round in quite a while, but same with Energized Esports. They haven't played T side for 18 rounds now. been pretty insane action. The story of the game, I feel like, has been Team Elks on that op, doing so much work for them on the CT side. See if they go for it on the T side. It's one of those where it's like, do you just feel that good? Now they're onto an AK. Deimos will try to match the op performance as they're into that. And here we go. Second half of the first overtime. 2-1 lead for Energized Esports. But the crucial T-side win for UV1 in the very first round of overtime. Let's see if it comes to play. Naft sitting on top of Hut. Waiting to see any sort of approach. We'll just smoke it off. Patient play from Energize outside. Alfight holding down ramp. Team Elks trying to see anyone coming through. Holding it off in lobby. Riz all the way back, almost at spawn. Gotta throw off this first smoke. They'll start making a move through outside. Who's there to answer? Deimos. Couple smokes. There's the gap, though. Same as the gap earlier that Vampy tried to walk through. See if Deimos can answer in a similar way. Oh, Vampy actually just walks in and takes down one. Comes up secret and takes him out. Deimos is going to pick up another one with the op. Vampy eventually now backing away. Eglet got taken down. As they're starting to make their way onto the A site. Deimos up here in heaven. Naft finds one more in Andrew. Oh, the flames take down Deimos. Naft, though, from Hut, takes down Team Elks. Fanta, last one standing. Finds Alfight. Alfight finds him with the gun. 17-17. UV1, check the first box. 2 more rounds to go. Are UV1 going to finish this one off? Team Elks now, the other player in 30 frags, is grabbing the op for this round. T-side op for Team Elks has been gigantic with that op on the CT side. Can they do the same on attack? And they establish control of lobby early. Team Elks wanting to hold down that spot with that op, wanting to punish any sort of aggression. Vampy's aggression from the previous round leads to them taking down that one. Riz finds Alfight. Alfight, though, wins the firefight. Down to 15 HP. They're throwing mollies at him. But they were able to at least take down one. Coastal sees a couple there, starts firing towards Deimos. Naft holding it down on the B site, throwing down a nade. Here's them above, starts firing at their feet. Bomb planted. Vampy walks in, takes down 2! Team Elks and Coastal still left. That op still in the hands. Eglet's finishing off there. Team Elks gets taken out by Eglet. 2 for Eglet, 2 for Vampy. One more from Alfight gives unexpected victory. The 18-17 lead and match point coming up. Can they do it? 3 in a row on the CT side to win this game. Energized Esports looking to answer that one break UV1 got. But is it gonna be just enough for UV1? Or can Energized Esports complete the comeback? They're on the 6-game winning streak. They're trying to keep that alive. UV1 trying to get themselves 5-3. Stay away from 500 record. Timeout ending here. Match point coming up. Last time we had match point, UV1 were on the T side. Just a tougher side to do it. But now, they're going to try to do it. Fanta this time on that op instead of Team Elks. Riz. Throwing down smoke. Throwing down flash outside. Fanta on top of the silo. It's going to be looking for Vampy, who's come in there a few times. Andrew, meanwhile, with Riz, have made their way into lobby. Hell of a game, TVH, says Javu, for sure, says Ownerman. Andrew nades towards Squeaky. Minute 10 left. Fanta will leave. Off behind, did not find the pick they wanted, but would rather approach the site with an AK. Naft tries to play up forward, gets punished. Andrew takes him down. And now with 55 seconds left to go, Energized Esports only have to get through 4 more defenders. Vampy waiting in vents. Gonna try to surprise them. They're looking to make their play through ramp. Team Melks, meanwhile, is over here. Deimos takes a ton of damage. Deimos gets finished off. Riz takes down Egglet. Team Melks finding one more, and all of a sudden, Alfight V5. Energized Esports looking to force a double overtime.
Bomb has been planted.
Fanta just above this ladder. Alfight fires, takes him down. Alfight not able to pull the miracle play, gets taken down by Coastal. We're into second overtime. And they gotta get this done on the CT side here. UV1 able to get that one win on the T side. Have thought that maybe that was going to be enough, but Energized Esports do the same. Hell of a game, as Shavu put it. Energized Esports clutch play to win when they needed it the most. How many overtimes we get in chat? It looked like UV1 potentially going to end it right then and there, but Energized Esports always fighting. They don't want to see their win streak end, and they've played lots of close games, so you know they've come out clutch in clutch situations. I noted a lot of 16-14 games in their schedule that they were on top of. So it feels like they're potentially a team that can deal with the close game pressure. Java! Oh, right! You told me this already before, and I forgot. I'm sorry, Java. I'm so sorry. You've definitely already pointed that out to me. And I have the memory of a goldfish, so I apologize. Either way, 18-18. Unexpected victory and Energized Esports going to double overtime now. And see if UV1 can clean up all 3 rounds on CT side. It would be a huge boon to get it done this way. Alfight on the op. Og in Deimos' hands. Smoke's coming out. Nade's coming through. Vampy looking aggressive. Fanta on the other side. Vampy takes him down. Team Melks. Throwing out a nade. Gonna do a little bit of chip damage. Vampy finds Coastal. Vampy getting it done by themselves. 2K so far in this round. The rest of Energized Esports in lobby trying to make something happen. Alfight watching down. Ramp with that op. They're trying to get through Squeaky now. They molly off a lot of corners UV1 members could be, but Egglet was behind the silos the whole time. Takes down 2 more. Agile finishes off Deimos up above, but Naft's going to jump on top of Riz and take him down. UV1 win that one with an exclamation mark. 1-0 start in the second OT for UV1. Same setup, Alfight with the op. Og on Deimos. What I love about Vampy's aggression, it's been pretty calculated so far. They have just kind of pulled it out when they weren't expecting it, and Vampy going for back-to-back aggressive plays already outside. Deimos, though, from Heaven's going to take down one more, but will they also find Vampy getting through the smoke? But Deimos just doing the work for him. Deimos takes down 2. Alpha eventually able to be taken down. Vampy will eventually be found out, so it's a 3v3. Energize Esports want to try to finish off the rest of this round. Riz into ramp room. Try to see if they can take out anyone sort of roaming on over. Minute left to go on the round. Eglet just holding tight near hut. You can see in the x-ray someone to the right. Andrew. Thinking about it. Riz might meet Deimos. Deimos takes him down. 3K for Deimos so far. Eglet and Naf finish off the last 2. Unexpected victory up 2-0 in the second overtime. It's fine, says Java. I know. I just hope I don't make a mistake because it's one thing, like, you know, you make it first time I don't know it all. The second time it's like, okay, well, you forgot, whatever. If I do it again for a third time, I'm gonna feel real bad. So I hope I remember. I honestly don't have an awful memory, but I really hope I remember next time it's Java. Anyway, Vampy is walking through, gonna try to get some damage. Riz gets him onto Vampy though. Team Melts on the off again. See how it works out. Team Melts nading towards Secret. Again, this time trying to make sure they don't get punched by Vampy. So earlier I was talking about how it's been kind of like very calculated aggression by Vampy. It's basically been Vampy kind of went in there in times they weren't expecting it. And when they are expecting it, they're just using utility like that. Ooh, Riz walks up and finds Alpha free. So they got access to ramp now. Naft trying to walk into lobby, but Fanta takes him down. Coastal. Outside. Eglet on A. There's Coastal walking through midi to take him down. Andrew taking down Vampy. So with only Deimos left against 5, Energize Esports might have found the round they needed to win. Can now Energize Esports be the one to win 3 in a row on the CT side to end this one off? Or can UV1 find 2 more rounds somehow on the T side? Feels borderline impossible to win 2 rounds on the T side. But Energize Esports win that one pretty emphatically. UV1 with the 2-1 lead, but again, it almost doesn't feel like a lead when you lose a round on the CT side. Whew. I almost don't have enough water if this goes too much longer. Might have to ask my partner to go get me some more water. Either way, we're into an hour-and-a-half long match. The match started late, so like an hour and 15 minutes or so. A beautiful map of Counter-Strike being played by both teams. CT side has been the strength for both, but can UV1 find the strength on the T side to take a couple more rounds to end this one off, or are Energized Esports going to be victors with a 3-0 on the CT side? Let's see what happens. UV1 aggressive onto Hut. They're just running straight towards the A site. They're getting onto it now. They're running through flames. Alpha trades 1 for 1. Deimos forced back to stay in Hut. Coastal takes down Naft. Deimos, though, trying to deal with the couple in heaven. Andrew. Looking to find a smoke here. Deimos will get the bomb planted. Can they defend this bomb against 4? 2 of them are low on HP. Vampy all the way down to 3. Here come some flashes. Here they come. Team Elk starts it off, taking down Vampy. Coastal then takes down Deimos. Can Aglet defend against all of them? Defuse starting to happen. Eglet walking through the smoke. T-Melks lands a no-scope to finish off the round. 2 for T-Melks, 2 for Coastal, 1 more for Andrew. We're tied up as Energize Esports are looking to take 2 more to end this match. UV1 need to find at least 1 more on the T side to keep this overtime alive. Deimos on the op for this round. Deimos finds the early pick. Come on, auto director, why don't you give me that? Early pick they needed. But Andrew's gonna answer with 1 for themselves. Vampy's gonna get in through Mini, take it down 1. Eglet also took down Andrew. Fanta finding Naft. Gonna lead it to a 3v2. Vampy's gonna walk around the hut, get in behind Fanta, take us down. Tries to get the 1 more in heaven. Riz taking down Vampy though. But it's now a 2v1. Riz has to clutch against 2. They're getting onto the B site. Eglet smoking their way, getting this bomb down, planting it right in the middle of the site. Riz coming through vents. Gonna try to go through double doors maybe. Nope. Going back up through window. Moves up through double doors. Bomb right there. Throws down a smoke. Not far enough. Aglet takes down that frag. Huge win for UV1. And now, match point again. Can UV1 take 2 on the T side to end this match? Or are we playing triple overtime? Whew. Deimos got the early pick in the last round. Proved to be huge. This time, Coastal playing this one back all the way in CT spawn. Vampy seen by Coastal. Coastal swings out, takes him down. Early pick in favor of Energizing Source this time around. Deimos, though, avenges their teammate, makes that one a 1-for-1. Fanta looking at Squeaky. Naft beyond that smoke. 55 seconds left to go on the round. Alfight jumps up there. Naft is able to find a pick onto Fanta. They're getting into ramp room. Alfight fights the firefight, takes down Riz. 4v2 in match point. Alfight now walking towards the B site. Bomb carrier right behind them. Eglet trying to see if they could take down anyone roaming over. Andrew gets taken out, so now Team Melks, to keep the match alive, has to somehow do it against 4, has the op. The op that's been so clutch for them this entire match, but to retake with an op 1v4 seems like a tall task. They're going for it. They open the door. Naft on the other side. Team Melks takes him down, but Deimos finds the last frag and finishes off the match. UV1 win in double overtime. Woo! Absolutely insane. You thought it was gonna be someone break and serve on the T side. Exactly was that. Somehow UV1 win 2 rounds on the T side in the second overtime and walk away with the victory. I don't even know. We haven't interviewed Alpha yet, so I'm gonna give him a shout for the interview today. But what an insane match. See if anyone's even up for an interview after such a long one. Maybe people want to go to bed. But absolutely insane stuff coming in through for UV1. I am now joined by Alphight after an absolutely insane match. How you doing, my dude?
Glad it's over, you know. Just...
Get to breathe. Oh, it must have been so hard to breathe during that whole time. I know it was hard for me to breathe. Oh, that was okay. I guess we'll walk through like the match proper first. As big start, obviously going up 12-3 on that one on the CT side. Probably was feeling comfortable, like kind of just at that point and through the first half. Was everyone just kind of feeling good, or what was the room like at that point?
Yeah, yeah, we were just kind of feeling good at that point. You know, we felt like we could just close it out with the pistol, and then just maybe like 2 more rounds after that, and then it'd be over nice and quick. But no.
That wasn't the case. No, yeah. Into that second half, at what moment did you guys start to get worried that that comeback was alive?
I mean, I don't really know as a team when we were, but I knew I was getting a bit hesitant once they got, I think, 5 rounds in a row.
Right.
Once they got 2 overgun rounds, but then we kind of chipped away and at least got 15 there.
Yeah, able to get up to 15. They eventually tied. It was a close situation where you could have ended it in regulation. It was right there, but we do get into overtime, and I kept saying it over and over again. I'm like, okay, this just feels like the first team to win a T-side round, they're just gonna win it. You guys take the very first one, and were you guys flying high at that point, or was it still like nervous at that point?
I think it was still pretty nervous, and just I don't think we lost the nervousness until we actually finally closed the game out.
Yeah, that's totally fair, and what a fashion to do it, because yeah, they forced a second overtime, because even though like you got into that situation where you had the match point there on that CT side, they somehow still forced it by winning that one last round there. So in the second overtime, they got off to the hard start. You're able to take off one, and then it goes, oh, you're staring, you're on the T side, you gotta at least win one to look at another overtime, but to take down 2, at least in this game, it just felt like winning 2 rounds on the T side felt like it was going to be impossible, but you pull it off, and it's just fantastic stuff, Alphight. Like how's everyone feeling? Like obviously a little bit of relief, but was everyone pumped, or was it just relief?
Oh, it was just relief.
It's just like, okay, we're done. It's getting late. Let's go to bed. And then Johnny's like, Alpha's like, you're calling me for the interview. I hadn't talked to you yet this season, so I want to give you a shout so far. And main's fun. Is it as fun for you guys as for me here? Because obviously it's much higher competition, but you guys are answering the call so far. How much fun is main compared to IM?
I mean, I think we enjoy the challenge a lot more. Like, we're actually being tested, whereas last season was a bit easy coasting.
Yeah.
So I think this season will definitely help us improve a lot.
Yeah, because even in the games like you've won, even the ones you look handily, you could kind of tell, that's still a good team they beat, and that's awesome. And then the losses just kind of feel like that much closer, like you just got to be able to get that one, and able to close out this game against a team that's 6-1 before this. I'm not sure if you knew their record before this, but they were obviously in a hot streak, and you guys were able to shut them down. So absolutely huge for you to take this one. Congratulations, Alphight. Is there anything else you want to say to the fans in the chat?
Well, let's just hope next one doesn't cause that much stress.
yeah, because it's entertaining, but it's even from our side, we're not even playing, and it's stressful. You can kind of tell in the chat, everyone's like, oh my goodness. But awesome match. Congratulations to take down the W on that one against an extremely good team on Energized Esports. So congratulations again, and we'll see you next time, Alpha.
Yep, I'll see you.
Cheers, mate. Who absolutely crazy. And folks, I'm going to keep this short and sweet since it was a long match. I'm Johnny Esports at JONY Esports. You can find me Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook if you want to find me there. Also at UV1_esports or Unexpected Victory on Instagram. Also, there's a YouTube channel. If you didn't know, all the match highlights and plays go there. And I like to share those highlights. They're fun because my voice is on it. If you're not tired of my voice, you can continue listening to it there. Quick shout out again to UV1 sponsors at FadeGrips, fadegrips.store/discount/UV1 for 20% off there. Zydax, that's XIDAX. You can find their website at mbsy.co/Zydax/unexpected-victory. eAthlete Labs, you can use code UV1 for 10.5% off from their website. Chairs for gaming, you can also get 10% off with code UV1. Evo 9X for UV1 jerseys. UV1 for 10% off on those. Like I said, I'm just going to end the sweet. That was one banger of a match. Look forward to the next one. It is penciled in for the 16th. That would be Tuesday. So if it does stay at the default time, it will be 10 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. If anything changes, pay attention at UV1_esports or, of course, our Discord for Unexpected Victory for match times. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great night.
It's been a while, we haven't talked. I had some time to think us through. I promise I'm not looking for you, but here you are in all the words I thought I'd say. Have given up, but gotten lost in one good look in your two eyes. I'm on the floor. I thought that door was shut. I guess it's all that it takes. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? Were you with both your empty arms and me with no self-control? I never stood a chance, and now I guess that it's too late. 'Cause I can barely say hello, and I know that I can hold on my peace like no hard feelings at all, and start